Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to day 3 of our activation. So today we are turning your purpose, your gifts, your wisdom into an irresistible offer that magnetizes clients to you. So you don't actually have to go out there and actively sell. You just by stepping into your power and really speaking your truth, presenting your offer, will magnetize clients to you. And we'll be talking more about selling tomorrow. So tomorrow it's all about 5D business strategy and marketing and selling in a 5D way. So I'll tell you more about how to actually, once you create your offer, how to actually go out there to the world and share it with the people. But today it's all about how you can turn your purpose, wisdom, and gifts into an offer that will absolutely revolutionize your client's life, create the transformation that you're here to create. And this is the vehicle for fulfilling your purpose, creating impact. And as a result, when you fulfill your purpose, that's when abundance starts coming in, and wealth and income. So first of all, let me see if I'm live. Yes, I am. Good. So let me just tag everybody so people can find me. Not everybody can find me sometimes. I'm not sure why. Good. I can see people hopping on. Welcome to the live. And for people who are watching on the replay, please put hashtag replay. And so I know that you're watching. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are hopping on, please say hi. Creating an irresistible offer. So the first things first, okay? In order to create an offer that's absolutely magnetic, you need to remember that your offer is an expression of who you truly are. So your offer needs to be in total alignment with your purpose, therefore the impact you're here to create, your gifts, and your wisdom. So everything we talked about yesterday needs to come into your offer. Hi Karen Rose, good to see you here. So if you haven't watched day 2 of our activation, please watch that before this activation, before today, because it's very important to follow everything step by step. You cannot jump or muddle the order. It doesn't work. So remember that your offer is a total expression of who you are at soul level. So you need to be very clear about who am I, what is my purpose, who am I serving, these are my clients, this is the problem I'm solving, these are the results that I'm creating, and my gifts and wisdom and all the skills I've got, all the modalities I've got under my belt, everything helps me create the transformation I'm here to create for my clients. And that is my offer. So you need to have clarity on all those elements before you start creating the offer. But of course, what makes your offer so magnetic? It's how you actually present it to your offer. So we'll be talking about energetic side of creating your offer and also strategic steps. So we're going to be doing 2 today. Another thing why this is so important is that, when you really put your purpose, your gifts, and your wisdom into your offer, it really helps you stand out. Because currently, the reason why so many of you are struggling to attract clients on autopilot with ease consistently is because people do not see you as the leader. They do not trust you. They don't really exactly understand what transformation you're creating for them, or they cannot justify the investment that you're asking them for. So again, tomorrow we'll be diving deeper into why people are not buying from you and how we can change that. But it's important that when you're presenting your offer, people will be so clear about who you are, what you do, who you solve, how you can get them from A to B, because it will be so clearly presented, and they'll be like, oh my God, this person knows what they're talking about. They speak my language. They know, I am their client. Therefore, I trust you because you seem like you know what you're talking about. Especially that, you by this point, you would have channeled wisdom and knowledge, and you would have created something new, something revolutionary, something that doesn't exist here, because you would have created your offer, your program, from yesterday. So something that is so new, revolutionary, people will be like, wow, I want to find out more about it. And you will be the pioneer of it. You'll be the founder of it. So people will be drawn to you automatically just by that. But you need to be very clear about all these different elements before you even promote and talk about your offer. Okay? So first of all, let's talk about energetics. First and foremost, in order to attract clients into your business, into your offers, you need to fully embody your soul identity. And I also mentioned 5D leader, and I'll be talking a lot more in depth about this tomorrow, because we'll be focusing more about attracting clients tomorrow. But it's so important to truly embody who you are through your offer, because your offer is an extension of who you are. It's an expression of you, your gifts, your greatness, your brilliance. Whatever you need to bring into this world will be happening through your offer. So you need to truly embody that person at the core. You need to know the value of your offer. Okay? When you're presenting your offer, when you're creating your offer, you need to stand behind it energetically, and you need to fall in love with it. And the thing is, when you channel your offers, when you channel everything that's part of the offer, that will come so naturally to you, because it is who you are. Your soul will give this to you, so it will really align with your deepest sense of yourself. So, Michelle, hello, you're here. I watched the replay yesterday. Amazing. Catherine's here. Hello. So it's so important to really embody yourself at a soul level. Who are you? What are you here to create? What the kind of person do you need to become to create that impact? Embodiment is the key. Another thing is, you need to fall in love with your offers, and you need to feel excitement about it. You need to know 100%. You have to be convinced that when people, like your clients, buying your program, your offer, working with you, is the best decision of their life. You need to know this. When I go there and I present my offers through my content, through freebies, whatever, I know, and I'm so convicted that I will change your life. I know it. I've always done it, right? I don't gonna have one client who says, you know what, that was a waste of time. I regret buying from her. It does not happen, because I work with so aligned clients who are aligned with me, clients who meant to work with me. And we create unreal results. And that's the conviction you need to have. And I know it's hard right at the beginning of your journey, when you're just starting out and you haven't had real results for your clients. But trust me, the minute you embody yourself and you have conviction that this is something life-changing and it's the best thing your clients can do in their life, and then when you start working with clients and you actually see the incredible results your program and you create for them, it will blow your mind and it will help you with your confidence. But I see so many people out there who have offers, they have sessions they want to offer, and when I read their content, when I see them online, they're just like, there's no life in them, there's no passion, there's no conviction, there's lots of doubt. It's almost like they want to sell, but deep down they don't want to sell. Okay, so you need to shift yourself completely energetically to really claim your brilliance and understand, I am a big deal here. I've created a masterpiece, and I know this is going to be success for my clients, for people who are aligned to work with me. Okay, because obviously if you attract clients who are not in alignment with you, they will probably not create results, and then that will make you feel shit about yourself and about your services. So yeah, have that conviction and confidence, and if you don't, heal until you feel confident. Okay, so and remember, alignment is the key, and I will teach you how you can create an offer that's actually in alignment with you. So tell me, ladies, what are your offers? Like, what do you offer in your healing businesses right now? Do you offer programs? Do you offer one-on-one sessions? Do you offer packages of one-on-one sessions? Or do you just offer one-off one-on-one sessions? Tell me a little bit more about what you offer. It would be good to know. So in the comments below, I'll grab a drink in the meantime. Tell me what your offers are. Don't be shy. I don't even know if I can see all the comments, but here we go. So for those of you, I know for a fact that, the people who come to work with me, they typically just offer just one-on-one sessions, so healing sessions, okay? So the reason why that's not a good idea is because remember, you are here as a healer. You are here to create unique purpose and create massive impact in the world. And you know by now that you are taking your clients from A to B. There's a massive transformation you are taking your clients on, okay? Karen Rose, I offer one-on-one sessions for people who want healing and insight into their lives. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, as I say, like a lot of people offer just one-on-one sessions, okay? Bi-monthly sessions with memberships, one-off sessions. Okay, it's good to have a bit of both, a bit of mixture, I mean. I do movement classes and energy healing plus one-on-one sessions. Okay, so what I'm trying to get out is that when you offer something that is not very structured, something like, okay, we can have sessions here, sessions there, you are not able to take one client through the whole transformation. And that's why offering just one-on-one sessions one-off sessions, or even as a package, it's very, first of all, it's the most difficult thing to sell, because your clients, they want a transformation. They have a massive problem, and when you say, okay, let's book a session with me, they book a session and they expect miracles. They really believe that this one session will massively change their lives, and that's not the case. When it comes to deep transformations for your clients, something that you are here to do, you need more than that, okay? That's why you need to bring everything you've got into your offer. You need to bring your sessions, you need to bring your wisdom, you need to bring all the modalities you've got. You need to create a complete package of who you truly are into the whole offer, okay? And then you'll be able to tell them, okay, you have this problem and you want to go to these results. These are the steps that I need to take you through. It's going to be a journey. It's going to take 3 months, 6 months, 2 months, 1 month, it doesn't matter. But this is something you need to be channeling. So when I was talking yesterday about the wisdom you're going to bring, what normally happens when we channel is that your soul gives you specific steps you need to take your clients through in order for them to reach the end results for the transformation, and that your soul should be giving you ideas how you're going to deal with your skills. For every stage, what skills am I using, how I'm going to do it. So this all should be channeled from yesterday, okay? Well, it's not from yesterday, obviously. You need more time to channel that, but so it's important to know that it does take longer time for your clients to create that transformation, because once you heal, you need to integrate, you need to embody, you need to do all of these things to really create the end result for your clients. Another thing is, if you have multiple packages, your clients might get really, really confused about what is right for them. So you need to be very good at communicating what specific packages, like what clients are suited to what offer that you've got in your business. Does that make sense? So how do we create an irresistible offer, and how do we present it in a way that your clients see it and they say, you know what, this is a great offer, they can justify the investment, they believe that this is the best offer ever, they can see the value, and it's a no-brainer offer, they're straight in it, okay? How do we actually communicate it, and how do we create that offer? So first of all, when you're creating your offer, to ensure that it's aligned with you, you first need to look at your ideal lifestyle. Because the worst thing you can do is to create an offer that doesn't give you the lifestyle that you truly dream of. And then you'll start resenting your business, and you'll start getting out of alignment with your offers, and that will create blocks to attracting your clients. Okay, so what you need to do is really sit with your soul, really sit with your heart, and ask yourself, what matters to me? What do I value in life? What do I want to have time for in my day-to-day life? So for me, I'm a mom to two children. They're still very young, and so it's very important for me not to work when they are around. I don't want to take my time out to work. I want to spend as much time as possible with them, and so I can only work up to 3 hours a day, because baby Joy is still, she's not a baby. She always says, "Don't call me baby. I'm just Joy." She's only at nursery until like 12:30, okay, 12:31. So I know that I can only work 3 hours a day. I also want to have time for my fitness, for my yoga, for my spas day, for my massages, for just time with my husband as well. So every Monday we take time off to go on dates and stuff. So like, what really matters to you? What does your dream lifestyle look like? And then from that point, you will know how much time you've got to work, at what capacity, how many clients you can have, at what capacity you're working with your clients. So it's very, very important for you to get that first, okay? So that you can create balance, because balance equals happiness. And we need to understand that, you matter, and you need to, one thing that, another thing that 5D consciousness always teaches me and my clients is that you need to nourish yourself. You're working with clients energetically. You're pouring your heart, your soul, your energy into your clients. You also need to have time to recover and to nourish yourself. You need to treat yourself like this amazing person who's created a beautiful masterpiece, to creating impact in the world. So have time to pamper yourself and be loving to yourself. Self-love is massive in our business, because if you're not able to receive love and give yourself love, it's actually the frequency of love that creates transformation in your client's life. So if you're unable to love yourself and receive love, you're not able to give it out to your clients. So love is actually very, very important. We didn't talk about this in our 4-day activations, but it's very, very important. It's another teaching of 5D consciousness. So, and whenever you are creating your offer, never think about money, because I know it's difficult, because obviously we're here to survive, to create, to support ourselves financially. So a lot of people think about things like, oh, maybe if I offer one-on-one sessions, they will sell more, and therefore I can earn more. And, don't think about money. The minute you start thinking about money, that will create lots of blocks for you, and you'll create an offer that's not aligned. So always remember to create your offers, preferably channeled from a place of abundance and love. You always want to connect to love and abundance, and that's what we're going to be doing in our activation today. We're going to be connecting to abundance, so it will help you. But whatever you do in your business, whether you're doing your content, marketing, freebie, whatever you're doing, offers, always connect to the place of love and abundance, and create whatever you need to create from that place, rather than from your ego and from your mind, scarcity mindset, fear. They'll be like, you need to make money to survive. Because if you focus on money, money will never come. If you focus on serving, on love, spreading your gifts, being passionate about your impact, that's when the money will flow to you, and you will be an overflow, trust me. The first time when my business scaled, like I made 50K in the first month. That was like 7-8 years ago. And then second time when I restarted this business, but with my activated gifts, again, the first time I launched, it was 43K. You can see that you can really attract a lot of money at one time, but you need to be creating results from a place of love, service, and abundance. That's the key. So, what makes a powerful, magnetic, and irresistible offer? Of course, title, but that sort of goes without saying. But then really listen to your heart and really figure out what is the most aligned way for you to work with your clients. What would make you feel the most fulfillment, most joy? How do you actually want to work with your clients? Okay? And there's no one strategy that will get you specific results. So I've had clients who, would only go with one-on-one work. Okay, like just working one-on-one with people. I've had people who were doing group work. I had people who had lots of different offers. I had people who just had one offers. Like, I remember one client, she was, because a lot of people say, especially business coaches, they teach you how to do high ticket item, because yeah, it's actually the easiest way to create 10K months from high ticket offer. Okay, that's what the business strategy says, of course, only if you're in alignment with it. And I know that my clients made, so when they first launched their offers, my clients make anything between 10 to 60K a month. Okay, that's like the cash injection in the business. But how they do it, it's very different. So I've had a woman who was still working in her 9 to 5 job. So the offer she created wasn't it wasn't like a high ticket item. She was charging, I think, anything between 250 to 300 pounds for her offer, and it was an online course. Okay, and she made quite a lot of money as when she launched it. That allowed her to leave her job, and then she created something else that was more aligned at that time. So don't be fooled thinking that I create this one offer and it will be forever aligned with me. No, you will change, you'll be evolving, and you need to listen to your soul's nudges to be like, you know what, right now you need to create this offer. And after you launch it, then tune in with your soul and be like, what do I need to launch next? Sometimes it'll be nothing, like you don't need to launch anything. Sometimes you'll be like, okay, launch something else, launch something different. And what I found in my business is that it should really all happen naturally. Because before I connected to my gifts, I was working, first year of my business, I was working from a very 3D business strategy. And, I had everything mapped out for the next year. This is I'm going to launch, and that I'm going to launch this and that, and everything was structured, and it was exhausting for me. It was not working because, again, that's not how I'm designed to work. So you need to find your own unique way of working, and so you just focus on what feels aligned with you right now to launch. Okay. So everything you do should really come from a soul level, and it should be channeled. Okay. So then after you decide what sort of offer you're creating, like how you want to work with clients, whether it's going to be one-on-one, whether it's going to be group program, you need to decide that. Then really think about what type of support you'll be giving to your clients. Okay, how will working with them actually look like for you? What feels right for you? So just to give you an example, don't just say, oh, you're just going to get sessions with me. Be specific. Tell them how many sessions, how long they are, what else they're going to get. So you want to add as much value as possible into your offer to make it very, very magnetic and irresistible, so they can really justify their investment. So I'll give you an example of my offer. Okay, so what do I do? So of course, as when you join my programs, you receive my wisdom and teachings. Everything I've channeled from 5D consciousness, abundance consciousness, and the Pleiadians, everything is there. Everything is divided week by week, so my clients know exactly what they're doing each week. So they receive wisdom and knowledge. So that's the first thing they receive. Then they receive 2 sessions a week with me. One is a healing session, so going through any healing, personal healing. And then another session is a business session when I take them to a meditative state and when we channel business stuff for them so we can actually start building their business. And then on top of that, they get one-on-one check-ins with me every week. So you want to be telling them exactly what they will receive. They're also receiving activations from me, meditations from me. So you need to be communicating what else can they get. Yes, one-on-one sessions with you are amazing, very impactful, but what else can you offer them? And remember, when you start channeling your wisdom and your knowledge and the new gifts, and you have all those different modalities, like what else can you actually offer them that will help them with the transformation? So you need to be very clearly communicating that with them, because all of a sudden they'll think, oh, I'm not only getting one-on-one sessions, I'm getting so much more. And then the value of the investment grows in their eyes. Okay, so that's very, very important. The other thing is, of course, you need to know, so you need to know how many sessions, like how long your offer is going to be. So again, that's something that should be channeled. You'll be like, okay, I know that I'm going to be providing this transformation for 6 months, and every week you will be receiving that, or every month you'll be receiving this. So your clients can really visualize and picture how the transformation really looks like, not only from like a logical point of view, but also from emotional point of view. So you need to be very good at communicating how the transformation will actually look like for them. Okay. Then the price, of course, who struggles here with pricing as healers? Tell me if this is icky subject for you, and it really shouldn't be. Why? Because pricing should also be channeled. And I've been challenged from so many spiritual workers and leaders. They're like, no, they will never tell you the price because pricing is not spiritual. Money is not spiritual. Bullshit. It's not true. I always channel my pricing. My clients channel their pricing. You can channel your pricing. And you know when you channel your pricing, you know that this is the aligned pricing for your clients and for yourself. It's a beautiful match. But I'll tell you a story. When I just relaunched, my business after the second spiritual awakening, of course I channeled my pricing. And that time I was offering one-on-one sessions, one-on-one program. And and they told me 8888, so £8,888. That should be your one-on-one packages. And I was like, no, like that. I'm so not ready for it. So I completely kind of ignored that guidance, and I went with what I normally used to charge before, which is £4,500. And I was like, this feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, of course it feels good. And I went and I launched it. And I got so many clients. And I was like, yeah, this is really working. I love it. Everything is flying in my business. But then what happened is that I started having so many clients. And after a few months working with them, I'm realizing that the transformation I'm creating for them is like off the charts. And I'm like, okay, now I'm working with more clients than I anticipated. I'm feeling tired. I don't have time for everything that I value. And they definitely getting way more results and transformation than they paying me for. And resentment started to build. And then I connected with my guys. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like why? Like, what's happened here? I'm following your guidance. And they were like, no, you did not follow our guidance. We told you to charge more. But I chose to ignore that, and I chose to completely go against the guidance. So next time when I relaunched it, when I decided, I was like, okay, I need to really up my prices, and I followed my guides this time. And of course, I had to heal before that. So whenever they give you a price and then you're thinking, and they typically would give you higher price than what you expect, not always, but typically, it's important to heal. It's important to heal. Why am I feeling like this is not the right price for me? You need to trust your guides, but you need to heal and you need to embody the new pricing before you go out there and then you offer it to people. So this is what I did second time round. So I was like, yeah, I know, £8,000 is what I need to be charging. And therefore I had to heal, all the blocks that were preventing me from really embody that pricing. And when I did it, when I started feeling like good about this pricing, and actually right now I feel like it's a no-brainer because my clients make the return on their investment in like few months, and then they create six-figure years and years, year on year. So like their return on their investment is like insane. So, so when I shifted energetically, a woman reached out to me and said, I want to work with you one-on-one. How much? And I was like, £8,000. And she was like, I'm in. How can I pay? And I haven't even updated my sales page yet. So I was like, oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll send it to you in a minute. And I had to like update all my sales page with new pricing. My pricing wasn't even up to date. But that's how quickly things can shift, and that's how quickly you can call your clients in at the right pricing, but do healing around it if it feels like you're not ready, if that makes sense. So price is very important to get right, and the only way you get it right is through channeling. I call bullshit too. Thank you. And also when it comes to pricing, you need to channel whether you want to offer payment plans or not. That's absolutely up to you. Never feel like I must offer something to generate more sales, because whatever feels out of alignment with you, it's out of alignment with you and it's not going to work, okay? Another thing you need to add to your offer when you're presenting your offers is, and this is important, is talk about what your clients have tried already and that hasn't worked, why it hasn't worked for them, and why your approach will work for them. So you really need to get into, you need to gather all this information, and you can actually channel this information. Okay, so I know why my clients are not achieving results. right? Because they're using 3D business strategies, because they're not connecting to their purpose, they're not claiming their brilliance, they're not connecting to their gifts, and they're not channeling their wisdom. I know why my clients are not getting where they want to be, and I talk about this a lot. You can see that throughout the freebie. I've been talking about this. You can check my content. I talk about this all the time because that's what I'm so passionate about. This is what really lights me up. So you need to be talking about this as well. Why your clients have not achieved their results by using other methodologies, why your methodology is different, and why your methodology will actually get them results. Okay, you need to be confident about it. And remember, you're talking to your soul-aligned clients. You're not wasting your time talking to people who are not ready to hear it or who do not want to work with you. You're not talking to them. Do not focus on them. Don't even think about that, okay? You're speaking to your soul-aligned client who's dying to work with you, who will achieve amazing results by working with you because you're meant to work together, okay? So your offer is really all about claiming your brilliance, really understanding, talking about what makes you different, what makes you unique, talking about your gifts, talking about that you've created this completely new methodology, pathway, or whatever you're working, methodology, modality, framework. Talk about it, claim it, because what you've created is a masterpiece that will give them the transformation. Claim it, claim it, claim it. So you need to be talking a lot about this in your offer. Again, that will help them justify their investment. That will make them trust you. That will make them see you as a leader, and that will make them feel that you will actually provide results for them. And that's halfway. They're halfway there. If they believe you can do this for them, you're halfway there with them. Another thing, I see this a lot, that people don't talk about the results and benefits, or if they talk about results and benefits, it's so wishy-washy that after reading the sales page or whatever I'm reading for my clients, I'm like, okay, I don't actually know what you're providing here. Okay, so again, channel this, because your soul knows what language to use to magnetize your clients. Remember, in your offer you'll be using certain words that will activate your clients. It's the same with the title of your offer. When you create title of your offer, or title of your Facebook group, title of whatever you're doing, you want to be channeling this information, because some words will be charged with the right energy that will be magnetizing clients to you. So that's why it's so important to channel everything in your business. So talk about the results. You know what results they want to create, because you have connected to your ideal clients. We have connected to them yesterday, so if you want, you can always go back to activation from day 2, connect to your clients and ask them, what do you want to achieve? I think we did it yesterday, in fact. So so you know what they want to achieve, you know what results they want, and that's exactly why you're here. You're here to provide those results. So be very clear and say, by the end of us working together, by the end of this 3 months, 6 months, this is what you're going to achieve. And what I mentioned yesterday, I know we cannot promise results. I know, because we're working with people, and ultimately we are not the ones creating results for them. We are only a vehicle to help them create results. So it's up to them really to do the work or not. But you can be very, very confident that if they do follow everything, if they follow your guidance, if they do everything you tell them to do, and they're open and receptive to healing, they will reach those results. Because I'm like this with my clients, and when they're reaching, and it depends how you want to work with clients. I know I create results for my clients. How do I know this? Because when they get stuck, when they don't know how to move forward, I guide them. So sometimes my clients, they have some family thing going on in between throughout our program. They're falling behind. Do I penalize them? Never. Do I tell them I can extend our program and I'm going to get you to your results? Absolutely. That's why my clients get really, really high results, and a very high percentage of my clients get very high results, because I never give up on them, because I know this transformation is freaking difficult. It's difficult because the embodiment, the letting go, the shifting your identity, it's not easy. Showing up online, claiming your brilliance, doing this strategy, people could be buying, could not be buying. There's a lot that can go wrong in our business, but I never say, oh, sorry, I don't know. Okay, see you later. I've got your money, see you later. No, I sit with them like, no, I'm getting you to your results. So I know that I will get them to the results if they're only willing. So you can have the same conviction with your clients. So, and testimonials. If you have testimonials, put it in your offer. Tell them, this is what I've done for other clients. If you don't have testimonials, that's absolutely fine. You need to be focusing on your own story, because as I said before yesterday, your purpose is a reflection of your own transformation. So you have gone through the transformation that you're going to help your clients. You're going to be achieving the same transformation for them. Therefore, you are the best testimonial for them. And that's part of embodiment as well. So show them value. Show them how valuable your offer is, how life-changing it's going to be, what results you're going to create for them. That's very important. And of course, claiming your brilliance all the time, because energy is everything when it comes to showing up, showing your offer, talking about your offer. If you doubt yourself, if you don't really want to be visible, if you're trying to hide behind the screen, this will show in your sales. Okay, people will just not buy from you. So that's why energetics are so important, as well as strategy. But energetics are the very, 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 very important. So, do you have any questions about how to turn your offer into magnetic and irresistible offer? Remember, strategically wise, all the points that I've mentioned, but also energetically, keep healing, keep claiming your brilliance, embody yourself at soul level, embody the person who's already created results right now. Okay, do you have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions before we do the activation. I love the activation today because we're going to be working with abundance consciousness. And Helen, you're here for the activation. So today we're going to be opening ourselves up to receive abundance. You'll be meeting abundance consciousness, who is, I work with abundance consciousness all the time. So I'm really excited for it. So if you guys have any questions, put them in comments below. I'll be replying to those. And also tomorrow we are meeting at 2:00. So change of time again. And tomorrow it's a very, very, very important day because I'll be talking to you about the marketing strategy from the 5D, how we market, how we sell, how we strategize from the 5D perspective. So there will be lots and lots of, it's going to be a slightly longer session tomorrow because there's a lot to get through. There's a lot I want to talk to you about marketing, about selling, about, how to do it from the place of love, authenticity, connection. And tomorrow, the activation tomorrow will be embodiment, which is so important. So we'll be actually meeting yourself at your soul level, you who have already accomplished and fulfilled your purpose, and you're going to be getting guidance from yourself, what things you need to do right now to help you embody her more and more and more. So my question is from yesterday. That's fine. I can answer things from yesterday. Okay, someone's trying to get to my Facebook. I'm just reading a message from her that she can't get in. So let me know your question, and then we'll go to. We're going to go to the activation. Let's see. Oh, I'm not seeing the question. Let me refresh this. Okay, I'm not seeing the question yet, but I can answer it after the activation. Okay, so when you're ready, let's do the activation. And remember to only do this activation when you are in a safe place, when you can focus on yourself, so you can really connect and receive everything that you need to receive. So when you're ready, close your eyes. You can play some music as well. Close your eyes, sit comfortably or lay down, relax, and take 3 deep breaths in and out. And with every breath, you connect more and more. You go deeper and deeper into relaxation. You go deeper and deeper. You can feel your breathing is deepening. Everything's slowing down. Your body's fully relaxed. And you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. You can feel your energies dropping into your heart center now. You go deeper and deeper. And you see roots coming out of your feet and the bottom of your spine, going down, down, down into the earth, traveling through the different earth's layers. And as you see your roots traveling down, you go deeper and deeper. You go deeper and deeper. You can see your roots going all the way down to the earth's core. And there you see a beautiful color. That's the color your soul truly needs right now. And now you see this color is traveling through your roots, going up, 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 all the way up to your feet. And now it's traveling through your feet, going up through your legs, going to your abdomen, your chest, your arms and hands, your neck, and it's going all the way to the top of your head. Take a deep breath in and out. Now you can see that your whole body is filled with this beautiful color. You can see your channel is opening now. And you see beautiful golden bright light coming from above. We only work with unconditional love and the purest, highest form of light. And that's exactly what you see coming from above. And it's coming into your channel. As it reaches your channel, it clears anything that doesn't belong there. Anything that doesn't belong there simply dissolves and disappears. You can see the light is igniting and activating your channel so that you can receive abundance today. And now you see the light is traveling down, it's coming into your heart center now. And as it reaches your heart center, it opens your heart. And now you can see the light is filling up your heart. All the way up, all the way to the top of your heart. You can see the light is filling up your heart, and then it overflows to your chest area. And then you see the light going outwards. Take a deep breath in and out. You can feel that your heart is fully open and fully receptive. The intention of today's activation is to open yourself up to abundance and to receive abundance. So now we're going to ask abundance consciousness to step forward. And you can see a golden shower coming from above and coming down onto you, your body, and it fills up your body. As you see and feel this abundance shower, I want you to really open your heart up. I want you to feel the abundance that's all around you. I want you to feel the unconditional love that abundance has for you. And I want you to feel the energy of abundance in your body. You can see the shower is coming down and it's filling your feet and it's going up and up and up and up, filling up your legs. And as it fills up your body gets activated so that you become a walking magnet to abundance. You can see the shower is filling up your body. It's now filling up your abdomen. It's filling up your heart, your chest area. Now you can see it in your hands, your arms, your neck, and your head. You can feel the abundance shower in your head. It's filling up your head. It's going all the way to the top of your head. And it never stops. It keeps showering you. There's an overflow of abundance. It makes you feel safe and protected. You absolutely love the feeling of it. Now I want you to focus on your heart. And you see a beautiful golden bright light coming from your heart center. And it's connecting to the abundance consciousness. You can see her standing right in front of you. And you can feel her energy coming out of her heart to your heart. You are connected. And from this place, ask her, what can I do to receive more abundance? Ask her, are there any blocks to my abundance? And if there are, what they are. Then you can ask her, what do I need to do to heal those blocks? But even if you're not receiving any guidance right now, that's okay. I just want you to feel the abundance within you, around you. I want you to feel connected to abundance and how safe and amazing it feels. How loving she is. How supportive and powerful she is. Take a deep breath in and out. I'm going to bring you back now. But remember that you can always return to this place and you can always connect to abundance. You are always connected to her. So take 3 deep breaths in and out. And now you can see and feel your energy coming back to your body. It's coming back to your body. It's coming back, coming back, coming back. You can feel and see your channel is closing now. You can see your roots coming back up from the earth's core all the way to your feet. They're still grounded underneath the feet, underneath the earth. You can see golden bubbles surrounding you and protecting your energy. You can now fully see your energy returning back to your body. You are back in your body now. You're back into the room. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Beautiful. Mikhail, so I'm multidimensional in my purpose. I'm not sure how to use the information you are presenting 100%. So you have to give me a little bit more information about what it is that you do. But what I've normally experienced with clients who had like lots of different things happening, right? They had different businesses and they were helping people in different things. They had like very different businesses. Typically as well, not always, but typically all these businesses had a common purpose. So they were fulfilling their purpose through different businesses, and that's okay as well. But typically what happens, like I've had a client who, she had different businesses. They were all coming under their purpose, her purpose umbrella, and there were different businesses as well. But what we started off with was an offer and a business that was most aligned with her. And that was really what, because another thing I see as well with my clients is that sometimes they have businesses that just give them joy and money as well, but that's not of their highest purpose. So normally I focus on clients who want to fulfill their purpose. So you need to really, it's one business. Okay, so what is your business? What is your business? And how are you multidimensional in your purpose? So I need to find out more. So feel free to message me and we can talk about it, or you can put your comments here and I can reply to you. But it's completely normal to be multidimensional. But what the offers that you need to provide, again, it should all be downloaded and channeled so your soul will know exactly what you need to bring into your offers. Does that make sense? But it's hard for me to tell you because I don't know much about your business and I don't know much about your purpose. So tell me a little bit more and I'll be able to guide you more. Guys, thank you so much for showing up, for joining me live and on replays. Okay, so I serve many different types of people in many different ways: physical healing, mental healing, and clarity and connecting spirituality. Okay, so that's quite common. So so I see that with my clients all the time. So have you connected to, like, have you channeled anything, or like have you channeled how you meant to serve people? Because you know, you might have, we would have to speak to your soul, because I don't want to give you any guidance that is not right, because I'm not channeling right now. I'm just using my knowledge and my previous experience, and that's not really how I work with my clients, because I typically don't like to tell them what they need to do or guide them from my experience, because that might be completely irrelevant to them. So so it might be that, you know, if you have people, you might have different programs, products, offers for different types of people, right? If it's physical healing, if you, for example, if you have so I'll give you an example. I have a client who does like lots of different things. She actually created a school of spirituality. So she talks about physical healing. So she talks about serious illnesses and how illnesses are formed and how to heal different illnesses, physical illnesses, and that's one part of her business. So that's like one offer that then people who have physical illnesses would purchase that program from her. But then she has other people who are just so new to spirituality and they want to find out more about it, and she has a whole different program about that, right? And that's a different offer, but it still feeds into her business, into her purpose. So I really hope this makes sense to you. But I would really be careful in, like, you need to just channel everything and don't listen to people's opinions. And but I'm just giving you what happens to a few of my clients. Like, not everybody has just that one purpose like me. It's quite easy, like, this is my methodology and this is, like, everybody needs to know this. But as with my other client, she had lots of different, she has one purpose but lots of different different pathways that she can work with people, but it's all under her spirituality school. Does that make sense? Karen Rose, I have channeled my purpose is to help people understand and connect with who they really are. I saw myself talking to large numbers of people. Amazing! I love that. This is so important, knowing who you are. This is part of my purpose. So I love that this is your purpose too. I think it's so important. So Michelle, Michelle, I don't know, sorry. Have I answered your question? Like, does that make more sense? Let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're meeting here in the group at 2 o'clock and we're talking about 5D way of marketing and selling and attracting your clients. So yeah, it will be very different to what you currently know from the 3D way. Catherine, can we have several purposes? This is a tricky one. I've never experienced anybody who had lots of different purposes. And typically they have one purpose and they could have different ways of fulfilling that one purpose. And when it comes to creating impact, I'm talking here about creating impact, because obviously when you, like, sometimes when we connect to my clients' souls, going back to why they came here, there's lots of lessons that they need to learn. So you would call them different purposes as well, right? Like, or finding love, or peaceful, or accepting this, or healing from this. So when we come onto this earth, we have lots of different lessons to learn, and people might call it different purposes. But what I'm talking about here is, like, why you came here to create. What is the impact that you're here to create? Like, how you're meant to help humanity. That's what I'm all about. You're welcome, ladies, and see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Bye.